everyone, my name is Katie Carson. I'm the Duchess of Suds here at Royalty Soaps. I make soap for a living. No, that's not a joke, it's my job. If you're here from the Arizona green tea video, reminded about today, the release day video, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. Today we're doing a frosted soap Lucky Charms. So we've done a low top version of this, like an artisan version of this, but come on, let's face it, this one really needed to be frosted at some point in time. So that's what we're gonna do today. It's available in the shop today, along with Blue Raspberry Slushy, Mermaid Tails, Galaxy Girl, Aesthetic, and the Arizona Green Tea Soap, of course. It's part of our whole collection inspired by a night at the SKATIUM. You guys, it's a good one. What can I say? The fragrances this month are super, super delightful. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and make that Lucky Charms soap. Now this soap is going to have 5 really bright, really neon layers. So one of the things that I'm going to do to help everything look a little more pastel, even though they're still going to be bright, is add some titanium dioxide. I also think that because some of these colors are typically more bright than the other ones, this will help kind of level the playing field and make everything look a little more similar. Like it's gonna meld together really nicely. So I'm gonna blend this up first. Then I'm going to pour a little bit in, and then I'm going to blend some more. And you do this because sometimes some of that titanium dioxide can sink to the bottom of the container, and you don't want that. Now I'm going to blend this up on high until just past emulsion, get everything nice and creamy and bonded together. And now we're going to split this into 5 different containers. I've had to zoom you guys out a little bit so you can actually see all 5 layers. And I will be blending them up one at a time because I don't want them to move along so quickly that I can't get them into the mold very flat. All right, and now that I have all of my buckets, I'm gonna place a couple off to the side, just because for this batch, slow and steady is going to win the race. The first layer that we're going to do is pink. So I'm going to add Tickled Pink. This is from Mad Micah's. And for the fragrance, we are using Nature's Garden's Rainbow. This smells like Skittles. All right, we're gonna go ahead and blend this up. That pink looks perfect. So I'm going to scrape off my spatula just a little bit, get all that excess off. All right, and we can pour this first layer into our 2 brambleberry molds. All right, we will get our first layer in here. I've got to make sure I don't pour too much though, because whenever you do 5 different layers in one of these soaps, it's really easy to overdo it. All right, here's the next layer, our lime green. This is colored with Radioactive. Ugh, and it smells, let me tell you, I have used this fragrance for years and it's one of my favorites. It smells so, so good and it stays very strong throughout the cure. So definitely something that I can recommend for cold process soap and for candles, because I've used it in candles too. I mean, sugar scrubs, it would be amazing. Bath bombs, it would be amazing. And you guys know I love Nature's Garden because they're inexpensive. So yeah. Now for our yellow layer, just get that right on there. I did experiment with how I should pour these layers, and I know they're like out of order for a rainbow, but I really did feel like these would just look the best. I was using my iPad and Procreate to kind of help me decide like where I was gonna place everything, and I promise this looked the best out of all the combinations. Okay, here goes the blue layer, and then after this we only have 1 more left, and I am just so stoked with how these colors have turned out. One thing that I have learned is that with neon blues, you do have to add almost double as every other color. So like for this one, I added in literally double what I did for everything else to get this blue. I don't know why, it does just typically go a bit more gray. So just keep that in mind if you're working with blues. All right, final layer. Ugh. I am so pleased. I am so pleased. This is gonna look so good up in Will and Lily's bathroom. Occasionally, if I make a soap that kind of matches the theme up there, I'll just go surprise them with it one night, and they always get so excited, and this like for sure matches. All right, all the layers are in. I think I overblended this one a little bit, but that's okay. C'est la vie. I'll go ahead and mix up that soap frosting, and then we'll be back to put all the goodies on the top. So for the frosting today, I'm going to be using the 𝐈𝑧𝐬𝐴 808 tip, which is a very large round tip. I want this to look super fluffy, super marshmallowy. I have 4 different embeds that are going onto this soap, so I didn't want the frosting to in any way distract or detract from them because they are super colorful and pretty. We also have some gold stardust going on top. We've got a lot going into this one. Also, I am historically very bad at piping with the 808 because I always pipe too much on this first section and then I don't have enough for the top, but that's okay. It's okay this time because I actually will not be putting an embed on the top if I can help it. I'm only going to be putting 2 on the sides. So here's to hoping that I actually don't waste all my piping here on this first layer. All right, last little dollop here on top, and thank goodness I actually allocated as much as I needed. So they will all have a nice little dollop right here on top, and nobody will be missing one. And that's something you just get better at as you go along. For those of y'all who are new with soap frosting, if you're running out and there's certain bars with like a ton and then other bars that look scant, just know that you are not alone, and that is super common. It just takes practice. All right, so for the glitter, we're going to be adding 2 different ones from the Good Glitter, and of course I am an affiliate, so on the screen now you will see my affiliate link so that you can get some money off your first purchase. This is Gold Stardust and Rainbow Stardust. I'm going to put this on before I put on the embeds, once again because I want the embeds to really stand out. I don't really want them to be covered in glitter. I want that to be like a backdrop to them. This is giving unicorns, it's giving mermaids, it's getting fun neons in like the SKATIUM, what can we say? This is always a fan favorite as well. Anytime we have done a variation of this, which in the past we've called it Sweet Dreams, and it's been an artisan soap, it has sold out really fast. So we're making a lot of these, so hopefully we have some in stock for quite some time and they don't all sell out in like mere hours. But I would recommend, because today is the soap release, if this is the particular soap you want, I would get to the website within 10 minutes of us going live at 3 p.m. Central Standard. All right, we're looking nice and glittery, so now I can start putting all the embeds on. We have 3 different colors here to represent the Lucky Charms. We have some little clouds, some little teardrops, some little hearts, and like I said, we're going to put 4 onto each one, so which 4 you get will probably vary. But for today, I will be adding 2 hearts and then 1 little cloud and 1 teardrop, just so that I can keep everything straight in my head, because you guys know how I am. I always put stuff on and then I forget which bars have it and which ones don't. Like, I just make things unnecessarily confusing. So my mom and Caroline's mom had particular rules about sugary cereal. We were not allowed to just get whatever cereal from the store because some of them were very unhealthy. Now, as an example of the inconsistencies therein, Raisin Bran, considered healthy. Now, were those raisins covered in sugar? Like, quite literally, you can see them covered in sugar. Yes, but it was one of the healthy options.
So what cereals were in the rotation?
In the rotation, yeah, we're off-brand, like Great Value, Raisin Bran, Chex, and probably Cheerios. off-brand Cheerios. And then if we like had a special occasion, we might get some Life cereal. And those, you know, they didn't have any off-brand at the time, so if you were getting Life, you were getting name brand, and you couldn't get the value pack because they didn't have it. So that was a really big deal to get to have Life cereal. I mean, when my mom had, you know, 8 kids, it was 7 to 8 kids when I was there to feed. You just do things differently. So one of the things that she did was go to this store in Cleburne, Texas, and they had a lot of healthy, like actually healthy cereals and stuff that maybe the boxes were dented. So they would get all the stuff that the big grocery stores didn't want because they weren't as aesthetic or something got ripped or whatever. And then they would sell it at like an extremely discounted price. And they had a whole bunch of stuff. Like they had frozen foods, they had yogurt, and we would just stock up. I mean, we would get like 4 or 5 cartfuls of things, and my parents had a deep freezer, and it saved like oodles of money. My mom has told me that going to that place literally ended up saving them thousands of dollars. So yeah, well, at least it saved them thousands of dollars. Both my mom and Caroline's mom went on a bread making, yogurt making, organic eating kick well before that was cool. And they did it for many years. And honestly, I feel like I have never gotten to eat as good as I did whenever they were on that kick. Like my digestive tract, my energy, everything was impeccable. But yeah, we were allowed to have as like a special cereal, and this is so gross because it's literally one of the nastiest ones, but my dad loved them. Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles was so sugary. I'm surprised. He also got honeycombs, which I, as an adult, still have a soft spot for, and I probably eat them once a year. Like, I'll pick a time. Normally it is around my birthday. And I'll be like, this is my special treat. I'm getting 1 box, and I'm going to eat like 2 bowls, and then I'll share it with everybody else.
Specific rule was couldn't have more than 10 grams of sugar, and I'm pretty sure...
in half a cup.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Cinnamon Toast Crunch was like, had 10 exactly, and so that's the one we always picked, because we were like, this is the most sugary one we're allowed to have.
That's pretty good. Yeah, they would limit us on like half a cup or whatever, which honestly is just, that's not a serving size. I mean, it is technically, but come on. I will say though, I think it all kind of paid off because we were really energetic kids. I can probably count on one hand how many times I was sick ever. Like, they just did a good job monitoring our intake, and we were never ill. Never. All right, all of the embeds are in, so I'm just going to spritz this real quick with rubbing alcohol, not too much because we don't want to melt the glitter. And this is what it looks like on top. I love it. It's so cute. Look at it. Look at it up close. Do you see all the glitter? Yes. We will wait 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will cut these loaves into bars after this quick commercial break. Look at these colors. First of all, definitely should have wiped off the little drip there, but we're going to ignore that because these colors are just absolutely everything. Lily's gonna lose her mind. Also, I'm snagging one for my bathroom because this is my favorite one of the collection. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like all of them, but this one's my favorite. Pull one from the middle, and there we go! Oh my goodness! Look at the embeds. The smell, always so good. If you've never smelled Rainbow by Nature's Garden, you're missing out. This blue is just popping off. Oh, I'm so obsessed. Everything looks perfect. I'm literally not going to change a darn thing. Caroline is going to wheeze. She is not with me today. She is at her house, but I'm going to send her pictures so she can see how good these look because everybody needs one. What can I say? Another thing about this fragrance is that it sticks with kaolin clay really good. So if you let your fragrance oil sit in your clay for about 30 minutes or so before making, it'll really, really help you out. All right, question of the day. Which was your favorite design from this month's collection? I will put them all on the screen right now so that you can see all of them. I really would love to know what your favorite one is, what you hope to get today. Whoops, there's a little indication here, which by the way, if we have soaps that look like this and the lines are broken, this is what I consider a cosmetic imperfection, and it will be discounted under peasant soap. So that's what we end up calling them, because the soaps are still nice, they still smell good, they still perform great, but there is a cosmetic difference in them, so they get discounted by $2 a piece and get put under the peasant soap heading. So you can get something a little bit less expensive if you don't care if the bar is absolutely perfect. But I do want to know, what was your favorite from this month? Did you love the collection? I can't wait to hear about it. You guys feel free to leave me some collection ideas down below. I do read all these comments, and you never know, sometimes it really does spark like creativity, and then I will use your idea. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We really, really appreciate it. Hope you like our Chucky Larms soap, as Caroline keeps saying. I'm never going to be able to pronounce this correctly again on the first time. And stick around, because next month is the Secret Soap series. It's a really good one. There's some twists and turns. There's some things we're shaking up this year. Be sure you sign up for our email newsletter. It will give you more exclusive sneak peeks and insights. I'm just saying. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today. Go on out there, eat a bowl of Lucky Charms. You only live once. Enjoy the bowl, okay? Or Caroline has suggested you watch the Luck of the Irish Disney Channel movie. I've never seen that.
That's what we're watching tonight.
Apparently that's what we're watching tonight. But of course, you know, we don't really care what you do. Just be sure you're doing something fun for yourself today. Take a tiny moment, no matter how long it is, just to reset that system, feel a little better about it. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Have an amazing day.